'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Casting on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me can make me.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll
gets ingrained in my head, and I ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to run my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger. You're stronger.
Hi, sorry for the umpteenth issue, I guess. Got lagged out earlier, the one that runs our stream camera. So yeah, hi, it's been a minute. I've been sick all last week and I'm still a little bit under the weather, so we're gonna do something quite easy on the body, a little bit relaxing. We're gonna go back and do some yoga. You did some yoga on Sunday with Q. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, we're going to start off with some sit down stuff and then go to up and then sit down. And it's only going to be a short session, so it's only going to be about 45 minutes with a break in between. So, any questions, that sort of thing, let me know. So, we're going to sit down and we're going to cross our legs, making sure that we're on our mat. And I want to make sure you guys all have water, you're all seated down. And we're just going to roll back a little and then roll forward. So we're going to bring our chest forward as we have our hands on our knees. I'm just going to bring it forward and then roll back in. And we're doing this to try and release any pressure in our back before we start doing any floor stuff. And then forward. And as you're doing this, you want to breathe in and out. So in as we bring up and down as we bring down. And you're just going to lower your head down as you do it. Just slowly, you don't need a rush. I'm going to do this a few more times. You should feel all the tension from the shoulder blades all the way down to your back. Start to loosen a bit. And one more. Now, we're going to move our legs in a comfortable position straight in front of us. For those of you who have done yoga before, this may feel a little bit weird because this is it's more towards VR than actual in-person yoga. We will have trackers everywhere. We don't want to learn. So we're just going to stretch forward and bend our head down. We're going to hold that, and it's a rest position. Breathing in and breathing out. And you're just pushing all of that back into your feet. Everything throughout your body, pushing it straight into your feet. As you breathe out, and imagine all of those negative traits going out towards your feet and into the ground below. Breathing in and breathing out. And we're just going to crawl ourselves up. And we're just going to split our legs a bit further apart. And we're going to crawl our way forward and hold it in that stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. In and out. Now we're going to crawl ourselves back up. And as we're crawling back up, we're going to let out that breath. And we're going to breathe in again as we crawl forward. And then letting that out. And in. And out. Shake away all that negativity. Thinking about what we've done all this week and what we plan to do for the rest of the week as we stretch back up, back into normal pose. Now we'll bring our feet back into together, and we're just going to push our knees down and raise our back up a bit with our head up towards the sky. Just taking nice, shallow breaths. You're just thinking about all the things you plan on doing this week and letting go of anything that happened last week. And now we're going to push our hands together and bend forward a little bit. We're bending our shoulders forward with our back straight. And you can feel that bend in your shoulder blades. Taking deep breaths in and out. Now we're going to bring our arms up towards the sky and flip them around and stretch up. And then bringing them back down and flicking them back around. We're going to bring our hands back down to our knees and push down again. And just pushing down, stretching out those muscle groups in between your legs. So you should be feeling it on the inside parts of your thighs right now. All right. Bringing ourselves forward and stretching forward again and holding our feet as we do so, making ourselves small. Making sure you're maintaining good breaths in, out, in, and out. Making sure when we lay on our back, we have our hands flat to the ground, our feet to level. And we're just going to look up at the sky and we're going to just raise our chest slightly. You can't really see it very much on my model as I don't have a chest tracker on due to having certain moves in here which would block the chest tracker. So imagine I'm raising my chest up and my head is staying still. So just raising that chest up and holding it. And And then we're going to release it and release back down onto the ground. Now we're going to do it again. So up on your chest. You're bringing your elbows down to the ground, and your shoulders will come up as well. You're going to hold that, and then back down. Hands flat to the ground, and you're going to use your arms to keep yourself level. You're going to bring up one knee, and we're just going to raise it up and hold. And then back down. Now with the other one, bring it up and hold it up. And back down. We're going to raise our bodies up. We're going to put our feet into a crouch position, legs spaced slightly apart. And we're just going to raise our bottoms up and into a back pose that would look like this. You're just raising your back, you're keeping your shoulders to the ground, you're keeping your head to the ground, and you're keeping your arms to the ground. And you're just feeling along this part of your body. Keep holding and breathing in. 1, 2, and back down. And we'll do it again. And up you go. And down again. You should be feeling a little bit of burn in your back as we do this, and that's a good thing. That's getting those muscles that are tight to work a bit. We're going to do it 2 more times. Up again. And down. And as you're going down, you should feel all of that stress just release out. 1 more time. Up we go. Just holding it. And back down. Now, we're going to put our legs straight back down. And we're just going to pull one leg up like this and just lean it back, lean it to the side. So we're stretching the inside of our legs right now. So your leg is just going to touch the ground, so like this. Now, again, I've done these it's a very, very beginner friendly way of yoga. And I've done it so that way it's not just traditional yoga, but also stretches from more newer yoga that gets taught. And it's also aimed towards VR. So we're going to bring that back up. And then we're going to swap legs and do the same thing on the other leg. and push down. So that this leg is straight, the other one. So you would usually do this when you're standing up, but because balance is a thing that we don't usually have in VR, we're doing this laying down. It's still the same stretch. It may not feel the same as what you would normally feel when you're standing, but it still gives you that stretch factor. All right. Now, bringing our legs back up into a position where you've got your legs slightly spaced apart. We are going to rock our legs to one side, and we're just going to keep our legs the ones that are moving while our back is straight onto the ground. We're just letting them rest there. So we're rocking it to your left, and you're just holding it there while the rest of your body is straight. Your hips should also slightly turn with this one. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to roll them back to the middle and then roll them back to the other side. So you should be on your right side now. A good bend. Letting all the stress in your hips release. All right, bringing them back to the center. And we're going to go back to the left again. And back to the center. And then back to the right again. Making sure you're making consistent breathing, so in and out. Now bringing it back to the center. And your legs back into a lay down pose. And we're just going to rest here for a moment. And then we're going to bring ourselves up into a sitting pose. So without using our hands to prop ourselves up, we're going to use our body's momentum to bring ourselves into a sitting position, like so. And I've moved slightly on my mat. I'll fix myself now. All right. We're just going to stretch forward with our legs together and push forward. And then you're going to crawl your way back and chest up towards the sky. Now back down again. Rolling our ways back down, hands in front of our feet, and just stretching out the back again. Now stretching back towards the sky, chest up towards the sky. We're going to as we're bringing our arms forward, we're going to bring our legs into a forward position. So we're both feet are forward, and then we're going to move ourselves to the side and bring ourselves into a crawl position. As we do so, we are just going to arch our back up and our head down. Our head is going to be tucked into our chest as we roll forward. I do apologise, I do have to fix my headset. It does get loose from time to time. So we're pulling our head in as we arch our back up. And then we're going to stretch our back out and we're going to pull it out. So our head's going up and our back's arching back. We're going to go into child pose, where we put our arms up and we stretch down with our head down to the ground. Tucking ourselves into ourselves. Our knees should be touching our stomach. And now we're going to go into the cobra. Our legs go down. Our arms come up. We stretch up. Rolling back in on ourselves. We go back into the child pose. And our heads go down. And then back up into cobra. Legs down. Rolling up. Now you should see an arch in your back. You should feel yourself arching it back up as your head raises to the sky. And back down to child pose. Rolling in on ourselves where our stomach, where our feet, our legs, our knees are tucked up towards our chest as we stretch our arms out. Bring ourselves up, and we're going to crawl our way back. And as we crawl our way back, our feet are going to go up. And then we're going to stand. You may bend your knees if you need to. My model's going to look like I'm bending my knees, but I'm not. And just touching with your tips on the ground. As we're raising ourselves up. Connect our hands up together and bring them up to the sky, like so. Taking deep breaths. You've been on the ground for a little bit. And our hands going back down. Now, bend forward. And we're just going to bring our hands back up and bend them up and turn them up. Stretching up towards the sky and back down again, forward, stretching them forward. And then back down again to our sides. All right. The next thing we're going to do is more of some more arms and some more legs, but we're going to be doing it up and standing. So we're going to point our feet this way and 1 foot back, drop this knee down and stretch out. We're going to push our arms back as we stretch out. So imagine your whole back is arched as you stand. Your arms are placed back and you're pushing back on your stomach and your leg. And bring back on the other side, leg back, push forward and back. For some of you, this may be a balance thing if you're in VR and you're trying to do this. Just try and not turn your foot. So you can do this with a slight foot turn if it is more comfortable. You don't have to fully turn your foot if it's more of a balance thing. And as we're bending this one, we're going to bring our arms up and hold up like we're a mountain. And now we're going to bend the arm down and bend this way. Bringing ourselves back up. We bring ourselves back into the same motion on this side. Leg down, straight, bring our arms up. Hold ourselves like we are the mountain. And down. Now we bring ourselves back up and to the center. I'm just going to hold this for a minute. This is our rest pose for this one. So we're going to do the triangle pose. So it's a very common pose. So just going to spread our legs apart a little bit. This arm's going to go down and this arm's going to come up. So we're going to go down like so. I'm just going to hold it. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can do it halfway, so like this. You don't have to go all the way down like I'm doing. As far as you can manage, this isn't meant to be super stressful on your body. And bring ourselves back up. And down to the other side. Back up, like we're the mountain, and folding our arms up and stretching up towards the sky. And as we're bringing our arms down, we're going to bring them into Namaste. All right, so we'll take a short water break, a 2-minute water break. Grab your bottle of water and just take a sip. We always make sure that even during yoga, we always drink water, no matter what. Always, especially those who live in hot climates at the moment, or even cold climates, you do need to hydrate. So take a small drink. Some of you might be feeling a little bit sweaty right now. That is quite normal. All right. So we've got another 15 minutes of yoga. Start on the half hour. So, oh, actually, no, 27. So we've got about another, I would say, another 15 minutes of yoga in total. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get to this side, and we're going to do the pyramid pose. The pyramid pose is it's similar to when we're doing the triangle, but instead we're doing it this way. So one leg forward, one leg back, and we're just moving down and we're touching the ground. So imagine you're a pyramid in ancient Egyptian pyramid. And as we come up, bring our arms up, and then swapping ourselves around to the other side. And we're going down to make the pyramid on the right, like so. Okay, rolling ourselves back up into standing position. And we're going to do it again to the left. Bending down and making ourselves a pyramid. Again, for those who can't fully stretch without bending their knee, you can. It may look like my knee is bent, as I said before. Rigs are pretty hard to deal with. My legs look bent a bit of the time. I need to definitely fix that. All right. Still taking your deep breaths in and out. And then bring ourselves up. And then we're going to go back to the right. And bring ourselves back up. Back to standing position. All right, so you guys should feel a little bit more limber. We're going to start doing a reverse warrior. The reverse warrior is similar to a lunge. We're going to lunge forward and we're going to bend this arm back and hold. And then bring ourselves back up. Back to standing position. Lunge to the left, and this arm goes up. Again, pushing our back. Right. We're going to do some garland pose. Standing like this. And we're just going to bend down and back up. So bend down and hold. And then back up. So imagine you're just doing squats, but your balance is all in your arms and your legs. So you're holding your hands out in a namaste pose, and you're bringing yourself down. And then back up. Do this 2 more times, and then we're going to go back to floor to finish off. So we're going to do some repeat movements on the floor. All right. Rolling back to the forward and crouching down. And back up. And once more, down. And back up. We're going to turn ourselves around and move my cable. And we're going to go back. We're going to do downward dog into ground floor movement. All right. So downward dog is a very common one. And it's basically a downward, and you're crawling your way over slightly, like so. You're still in an upright position, your legs are up. And then you're going to crawl your way down from that pose onto your knees, and then into child position. Bending your knees into your chest. Now we're going to go back to a cobra again. Legs down, stomach down. We're going to do a baby cobra. So use your elbows on the ground, and you're just lifting your head up and your chest up. Your head and chest are up, and your elbows are directly on the ground as you do so. Roll ourselves back onto our knees. Our knees come in, and we're back to the child pose. And we're going to crawl our way up while we're in this position. And we're going to arch our back and our heads tilted in. Our head's going into our chest as we raise our back. And then we're going to put our head up towards the sky and our chest pointed out. We're just getting rid of the last bits of stress in our shoulders and now the rest of our body. We've done a lot of the arms, a lot of the legs, a lot of stretches, and now we're just relaxing. Pulling our head in. Towards our chest and arching our back. And arching forward, head up to the sky, chest out. Good. Good feeling. All that stress gone. And back again. And back out towards the sky. Then we're just going to swing ourselves around to a sitting position from our sides to our fronts. Back towards our feet being together. And we're just pushing down against our knees again. And as we do so, Raising our chest up and rolling our shoulders back and forth. Rolling up and around. In a slow rotation of motion back. Now, as we roll the last roll, we're rolling our hands forward and holding onto our feet as we tuck our head into our stomach. Now, hands go back behind our back and our chest and head raised to the sky. Breath in and take in, out. Pressing one leg over the other. Maybe a bit hard in VR, but I should try. One foot over the other. We're going to grab one side, pop our hand back, one knee, one hand back, and we're going to pull our back to the side. And you should feel a stretch from your shoulder that's holding your leg through the back. And bring ourselves straight and forward. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And we're going to repeat that same motion on this side again. And stretch again. And bring ourselves back to center. Swapping the leg that's over the top of the other one. And as you can see, tracking doesn't really like it, but we're going to try anyway. This leg on top of this one, doing the same thing on the other side. And holding and pulling. And back to center. Deep breath in and out. And back to stretching again. Feel that stretch. And back to the center. Bringing our feet back to a normal sitting position as we have. And we're going to lay our arms down to the front of us and stretch out our shoulders up. So you're going to arch your shoulders up and then back down. Up and then back down. And we're just kind of shrugging our shoulders or in this position. And what this is doing is helping the traps and the shoulder blades loosen up a little bit. We're going to lay down on our backs again, and we're going to do a few more twists of the legs and up towards the back, up towards the sky. and then I think we'll be done. All right, hands down, legs relatively good spacing apart, and we're just going to lift up our back again, and up we go. And we're going to hold this again. And what this is engaging is the core strength too. So your core strength is very important, and it's something that you'll actually do a lot when you're doing yoga, is a lot more of your core strength. So you're going to feel it a bit in your legs, and you're going to feel it a bit in your stomach and in your shoulders. Yeah. Back down we go, relaxing, and relax into the ground. One leg down, one leg up, and holding it. If this is too much, you can grab your leg with your arms, like so. And you can hold it like this. This leg back down, and swapping legs. And up you go. Bringing this one back down. Knees up again. And bring them together and rock your body to the left. You should really be feeling nice and limber right now. And then, as you're breathing, allow that breath to travel all the way down your legs and out through your feet. Get rid of all that nasty energy, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, anything that's negative, and just let it out of your body. All right, back up to the middle. Back into our rest position on this one. If my leg wants to work today. Man, I'm having some issues today. We'll get there. All right. Back into rest position and down to your right. And letting it all just escape. Back to the center again. We do this 2 more times. And to the left. Left. And just breathing out. Bringing it back to the center. And one more time to the right. And back to the center. As you come back to the center, legs go down. And lay down, breathing in. And breathing out. We're going to get our momentum to bring ourselves back into a sitting position. Not using our elbows. We're just going to bring our whole body up with our body. Like so. Back into sitting position. All right. I'm just going to do one more forward stretch, legs forward. I'll just spin myself around so you guys can see. And we're just going to stretch forward. And then as we stretch forward, we're going to bring ourselves back in and then stretch up to the sky. With our head up to the sky. And then back down to Namaste position. Whew. I think you all did well today. So that concludes our 45 minutes of yoga. Probably time passed a bit quick for people. I mean, it felt like it passed really quick for me. But if you enjoyed it, come back for Sunday's yoga. Hopefully on Thursday, I will be able to actually, I'll be actually able to dance again. Just I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Still, last week I was sick, and then this week I got sick, so it happens. But yeah, I'm glad for those who enjoyed it. And yeah, Hugh will be back tomorrow with his weights. If you're interested in doing weights, he does some, you only need to bring yourself, you can bring your yoga mat that you've got, and maybe some like small weights that you can do. But yeah, that includes for me. And yeah, let Q know to, yeah. I'm really bad at talking. Anyway, that's me done. And I will see you on Thursday. See you next time, guys.
wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist,